Hello, hello, hello. My name is Kimberly Williams. I am a manifestation mindset consultant and the host of the Manifest on Purpose Mindset Show, where I talk about manifestation, the mindset, basically mind, body, and spirit. I don't usually come to do videos as much, but I think I'm going to get into that more often because I like to talk about spirituality a little bit more. It just seems so interesting to me, and I know that there are a lot of things that people want to hear about. Today, we're going to talk about our shadow. And I want to tell you about this ad that I saw on the back of a truck one time. It was a mushroom ad. And in that mushroom ad, it says, "We do our best growing in the dark." That's how it is for us. A lot of people talk about shadow work as the evil part of us. They make it seem like it's so hard. They make it seem like it's so scary. But really, shadow work is only when you're growing. That's how you grow. That's how you evolve. And everybody here is here for the purpose to evolve. So the very first thing you need to do when you are working on shadow work is to change your perspective of it. And I like to look at it as working on the man in the mirror and not just what you can see, because remember, the shadow is just what's hidden. That's the hidden part of you. A lot of these hidden areas in your life are the opportunity areas. These are the areas that your gifts reside in. That's why it's important to look at those things and to develop those gifts instead of looking at it from the negative viewpoint. I don't like this about myself. I don't like that about myself. And I'll tell you an interesting story. This is something that really happened to me back when I was young. I had the hardest time with some of the children teasing me because of my voice and the way that I spoke. It really bothered me. And another thing that bothered me was when I moved to a new town, the first thing the teachers did in the school was put me into speech class. I held on to that for a long period of time. You can hear more about that on Friday's conversation. It's going to be the conversation about what's holding you back. But I allowed those things that everybody was saying about me at the time to hold me back. But when I look at it now, my voice, that very thing that they teased me about, my voice, the very thing people said was wrong with me, has become a source of opportunity for me. It was my gifts. That's what happens in the shadow. Sometimes we're in the shadow thinking that everything there are things that we need to get rid of. No, you don't necessarily have to get rid of those things. But what you have to do is you have to change your perspective of those things so that you can be able to see the opportunity in it. Sometimes you may not be able to see the opportunities in it. That's when you use the outer mirror. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. See, I could have been upset and holding on to the way those children treated me during that time and blamed everything all on me. All on them. I could have been very upset and holding on to how I felt during that time. That held me back for a long time. What I'm telling you is when people come into your life and turn it upside down, it does not necessarily mean that that person is against you. What it really is that person is there to teach you or to bring awareness to something that you need to grow. Is to bring awareness to an area that is an opportunity for you. It is to make you aware of your uniqueness. Those children that teased me when they were talking about my voice, they let me know that my voice is unique. But I couldn't see that at first coming from them because I was still feeling some type of way with them for what they were saying. It took me years ahead to look at the gift or the opportunity in it. When people started telling me, oh, your voice is unique, it's so calm, it does this and it does that, I was then able to see the opportunity in it. So what I'm telling you is, these people that come into your lives, the ones that really frustrate you, the ones that get on your nerves, be careful with how you treat them. Same thing for my mom. My mom was always hard on me, and I felt like it was because I was the oldest child, but she was extremely hard on me. I didn't understand it. It was hard for me to accept. But as time moved on and I got older and could look around at my friends, the ones that had the moms that I wanted to have in my life, I saw that their moms were letting them do everything, and I wanted that for me. But as they got older, I saw the trouble that they would get in. I saw the lack of stability in their lives. And then I was able to look back and be grateful for all of the things that my mom taught me, whether I accepted it at the time as good or bad. So we have to stop looking at these people and getting angry at them when they bring chaos to your life. They're bringing the chaos. I know. And it may be coming in a way that's kind of painful for you to understand. I know that too. But what you have to do is you have to step outside of yourself, leave those emotions right where they are so that you can move forward and see the opportunity. Because face it, the shadow work is hidden work. Sometimes it's going to be stuff that we can't even see. But this is the part that you understand that everybody, even if you're with someone right now, look over at that person. Even if you're upset or frustrated with someone right now, think about that person. That person is you. That's the deepest thing that you can ever learn about this. Everyone is you. They're just here in a different way. They're just here in another level of consciousness. They come here to teach you. They come here, some of them, to bring up that thing that you need to work up that's healing in the shadow. So pay attention to these people that you feel like are just frustrating you. They're showing you the areas that you need that shadow work in. And that's very important. You don't hold on to how they made you feel. You hold on to the lesson that you learn from this. That's why it's important. Everything you go through, you have to look at it and see, what was the lesson in it for me? Sometimes you can even go back and see more than one lesson in it, but it's important for you to go back and find at least one lesson, because what they're showing you, no matter how good it looks to you, no matter how bad it looks to you, they're showing you the area that you have within that's your potential gold mine. And they're showing you that it's time for you to develop in that area. So getting back to everybody being you, don't be mad at people. Because what happens is when you're mad at someone else, you're really being mad at yourself. That's why I'm talking about looking in the mirror, looking at how you treat people, looking at how you feel about people when they do things to you. All of that is a part of that shadow work, and it's not scary. We live in a universe of duality. Okay, rock with me a little bit. We live in the universe of duality. It doesn't mean that there's a good side and a bad side, or there's a happy side and a sad side. No, what duality means is it's two different sides of the same thing. Two different sides. One may be more aggressive, one might be less aggressive. It does not mean that one is good or bad. It's just one thing showing up in your life in two different ways. So when we talk about that, let's go back to my example about my speech growing up. I could have looked at it, and I did look at it on one side, saying that the speech, the way I speak is negative, as I don't like the way I speak, and just feeding into what those people will tell me. Or I could have went on the opposite of that pole, which is what I did when I grew up and learned a little more about it. And I could have thought positively about that situation. It could have came up either way for me. So what I'm saying is, instead of always looking at the bad side of things, start changing your perspective to something that can help you grow. Everything that you go through, every experience, no matter how chaotic it may seem, look for the growth in it. And there's one more thing that I want to talk about before I go when we talk about looking at different perspectives. And this is one of my favorite things to talk about when we get to about the perspective that we look at things. And I call it the wrecking ball effect. You may also know the wrecking ball effect to be the Tower card moment in the tarot deck. But the wrecking ball effect talks about how everything looks like it may be chaos. It may appear to be something negative that's happening to you at the time. But with chaos comes order. You need that chaos sometimes, because to be honest with you, let me tell you the truth. Can I really, really tell you the truth? Most of the time, if people come up to you and say, your voice is so beautiful, you have a gift, you're so stuck in your conditioning that you won't even hear that. So it has to come to you in a way that looks like chaos to grasp your attention. That's what the wrecking ball effect is. It's like you're looking at things and it looks like your world is turning upside down. But what's happening is everything is coming together. You're looking at that challenge, the thing that people are saying the most negative things about you. You're looking at that thing as, oh my God, I got to work on my shadow. I got to clean that up. No such thing. Change your perspective. You need to know if these people keep coming to me with this same thing, there's an opportunity in here for me. So what I really wanted you to know today is look in the mirror. Whenever something is presented to you, take the lesson from it and move on. Don't hang on to the negative emotions. Just take the lesson and move on. That's a part of shadow work. Shadow work is not erasing all of the things that you consider to be negative. It's not about wiping those things out. Shadow work is about finding the opportunity in everything that you go through, whether you knew it was there or not. Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure that you're listening to the Manifest on Purpose Mindset show so that you can hear more about manifestation and mindset. And stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get information on more videos that I'm offering in the future. And if I have one more thing that I want to leave with you today, I want you to change your perception about shadow work. It's not scary. It's not scary. What it's doing is it's just uncovering those hidden talents that are buried within you. and learning how to use them, learning what to do with them. Whatever you believe it is, if shadow work is negative to you, it is going to be a tough, difficult decision. However, if you can look at it for the opportunity within it, you're going to grow. And that's what I want you to do here. I want you to grow. Thanks so much. I love you to life. And don't forget to manifest on purpose.